I'm Audrey Johnson with Trump for All. Standing next to me is Anthony Melé, and we are here at the Trump headquarters in Bardonia. Anthony, how do you share with the blacks who think he's racist, who thinks that they're rich and they're poor, and how could we support the Democrat supports the poor people and even the Latino?
Yeah, sure. That's a common objection, but it has to do with brainwashing. Now listen, let's get down to facts here, okay? I'm Latino, I'm Puerto Rican, okay? When Columbus arrived here, I told my Indian friends down in South Dakota that he called my people Indians 500 years before he called your people Indians. So I have the bloodline. Now, when you turn around and say, you're poor, well, who made you poor? It was Democrat policies that made you poor. When they turn around and say that, oh, how can you be Latino or black and vote for Trump? Well, how can you be Latino? That's like being Latino and black. How can you vote Democrat? That's like chicken voting for Colonel Sanders. Okay? They're the ones who kept us poor. They're the ones who kept us in the plantation. They're the ones who kept us on welfare. They're the ones who kept us in the projects. The whole idea of the American dream is to become rich, to create wealth, and to pass on that wealth to the next generation, not to pass on welfare and keep staying inside the plantation. So of course they want to keep it that way because it's like a crack dealer. They give you a taste of crack, give you addicted, and then want to keep supplying it for you. So that's how they keep you on the plantation. We need to break those chains, and that's through education. And that's not to be brainwashed. Now look, there are more black millionaires in the United States of America than the whole continent of Africa. There are more Puerto Rican millionaires in the United States of America than the whole island of Puerto Rico. So the thing is that this is the place where wealth is created and the wealth can be passed on. So we need to break out of that mindset, that plantation mindset, to stay on the plantation, okay? Because in this country, the way it should be, it doesn't matter what ethnicity you are. We don't basically have to share ethnicities to be for Trump. We just have to share the same principles, which is self-reliance. My grandmother taught me we might be poor, but that don't mean you have to be a thief. We're humble people, okay? But we're a proud people. And we eat what's made by the labor of our hands. And there is no job that is not honorable to us as long as it's honest. So you teach your kids to be honest, to look for an honest day's work. And if you can't find a job, create a job, start a business, because this is the place you can do it. Now, if we have Democrat policies who created laws, Jim Crow laws, to say that blacks should sit in the back of the bus, that was a Democrat law. It was the Republicans who changed that law. When we turn around and say that, oh, that you cannot achieve, it's the Democrats who put that in your mind. Why? Why do you call yourself minority? Do you know what the word minority means? Do you know what the word minority means? We've come to believe that the word minority is equal to your skin color or to your ethnicity. That's not true. Look in the dictionary. Minority comes from the Latin word menor, or the Spanish word menor. It means less than. Less than. Why are we calling ourselves less than? I'm not less than anybody else. Now, in this country, we all get one vote. Now, how is my one vote less than their one vote? I get one vote, they get one vote. And if we all vote together, we all have political power. So they call us minorities to disenfranchise us from having political power, political muscle. So never again call yourself a minority. Never again tell your children he's a minority. Why would you could put a room full of black people with one white guy, give out an application, and on the application there'll be a box for minority. Why would the 19 black guys fill the box minority when there's one white guy in the room? So they brainwash us from this big to make us believe that we are less than. I think we are more than. Now, in a democracy, the majority rules. If they brainwash you that you're minority, then that means you will never rule. And if you want to rule, then you have to have your vote count. And your vote is going to count with Donald Trump.
That's powerful. That's powerful.